a different way than Nuggets. He still has good movement, but he uses that to bully his way in and beat the crap out of you.
Yes.
Whereas Nuggets is letting you beat yourself against him.
And it's also why I'm very glad for him that he switched to Roy. He was a Palu player for a long time. And that was just not really... Palu doesn't play the style that he wants to play.
He picked Palu because she could go ledge guard really well.
Yes. And now with Roy, it makes a lot more sense. He's such an aggressive player and like really good at using his movement, as you mentioned, just like get around everything and get in. It makes a lot more sense for me to see him on this character.
And he really appreciates the safety of Roy's options once he's at advantage.
Yes.
You'll see it, by the way, how he throws out moves to cover off, like landings. Not quite fighting Ghost, but fighting positions where you could be.
Yeah. He does a little less ghost fighting than some Roys, as he stays on the ledge a little too long there. I don't know if he knew that that Rob Bear hits ledge there.
I think he was more afraid of, he was too afraid of gyro.
Right, yeah. Like in that situation, once Rob goes for the backer, you have to like drop down and re-grab or drop down and jump on a little later. Because the gyro was on its third bounce, it was about to go away. So at that point, you just kind of have to like, you see him in the air, you have to reset the situation.
Oh!
Gets that to go back though. It's
really
good,
well timed, and it caught the DI back.
And then he immediately swings at an invincible Rob.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you pressure hard enough.
If you believe.
Okay, these
I
are
like the high up B there.
We're seeing really smart recoveries from Jimnub. And gain around a lot of Rob's ledge trap, or ledge edge guarding, which is very strong in this matchup. Good mash mix-up.
Interesting, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Rob can't hit Roy.
Yeah, the delayed mash guts him out of that situation. He's kind of in trouble here. Good spacing on the Nair. There wasn't much else he could do there. That's a really good edge guard from Doucette.
That one he was running out of options. Yeah. I should clarify, he can hit Roy with up though. He can obviously up smash.
Right, yeah.
Back throw laser is kind of rough. Jimnub, yes, saved his jump. He knew exactly what's going to happen. So right now the problem is, yeah, every time Roy dashes in, he's getting dash attacked by Rob.
Yeah. However, while Jimnub has been playing disadvantage very well, he has spent a lot of time in said disadvantage state. And eventually that's going to catch up to you. Doucette is such a strong player once he's on the offense.
And Robert has such strong tools.
Yeah, it's like a character that works so well for him. It's funny playing Doucette's other characters. He does have other characters, believe it or not. They're not that good. They're not as good as his Rob. It's like he wants to do the same thing, but Rob's the only character in the game that does that.
Yeah.
And it fits his style so perfectly. You see, like, the way he spaces Nair, not just like, oh, it's like the Nair is safe on shield, it's a combo starter, but we saw it like, he used late Nair to punish a high Roy up B, and then combo that off stage, and then punish the recovery after that. He finds these creative uses for these all-purpose tools that we see so often. He uses them in some new ways, and makes it just impossible to get back to stage against him sometimes.
What was really also killing Jimnub there was he was trying to counter with either up B or Nair out of shield, and like none of them hit.
Yeah.
So I think that's what the thing he needs to reevaluate the most is, okay, I'm trying to reversal far too often in too many situations.
Yeah.
Okay, pretty
Jimmy
bad.
does not look the most comfortable with items. This is an
yeah,
observation, not just from right now, but from in general.
I was saying, pretty rough gyro.
Ooh, that was good, yeah.
That's bad. That was
yeah, Jimmy's item game has never been his strong suit.
Probably needs to learn a little bit more. You know, one gyro combo would be nice.
Gyro is a good place to start because it is so good. And like, it really is one of Rob's biggest weaknesses sometimes, is that as good as the stuff is that he can do with gyro, what other characters can do is just as good, if not better, a lot of the time. And like, being able to do that is such a crucial thing in this matchup to keep yourself like even with Rob.
Especially with someone who's ledge trapping as good as Roy already.
Right, all you need is like a quick little combo to get them off stage and get some damage. And now you've got them off stage, and Rob is like not the best getting off the ledge.
We are seeing again of Jimnub running in again, immediately counter hit by Doucette though.
It's been a lot of that.
He waited this time. I think he's trying to kill Rod. Roy up there not killing, thank God. Really doesn't need that.
Interesting.
Oh, wow, yeah. I thought the sour spot would be like closer to killing, to be honest.
Just not ready to shield that.
Extra lag between the gyro and a good tomahawk's probably gonna take it. No, again, no mash.
Okay, goes for the runoff bear. So Jimmy takes the first stock, but he's
pretty
down a lot here. We'll see if he knows how to deal with this ledge trap. He picks it up. That was good.
Okay, he knows that item play, so that's something.
Yeah. Grabbing the gyro off ledge, super important. Obviously, you can't always do it, but really important to be able to do in the situations like that where you can. And he was able to get a little bit of extra damage, so maybe able to bring this back. Certainly not as bad as if he just was a full stock behind. But this is still looking pretty rough for him.
The Roy Dares are insane, because like the sour spot comboing and the sweet spot comboing in this situation is nuts.
And the sweet spot is safe because it's just safe, and the sour spot's safe because you're so far away.
Yeah. Okay, that one he's trying to beat out these landing options, which is what we need to see more of, because as you pointed out, Doucette's way he was landing with them were very safe.
And that's the thing with, with Robnair, you basically either have to parry it or stuff it out. It's very slow, the later hit of it, like the hit he's actually landing with, so it is not super difficult to go up and hit him for it.
Better luck.
Yeah, that was very good there. Doesn't get the jab block, but gets the combo anyway.
Oh,
He's dead.
yeah, waited. I think he didn't know what to do with the gyro in his hands.
Yeah.
He was, because
I think the answer there would have just been an early up B.
Because it
probably
looked
worked a little better.
It looked like he